The Cathedral Church of the Redeemer in downtown Calgary remembers year-round those lost in the First and Second World Wars.
There are a lot of memorials, particularly to those who died in World War I. The most prominent is the great rood screen, which is across the front of the cathedral, which was dedicated in 1919 by the Prince of Wales, who later became Edward VIII, and then subsequently the Duke of Windsor. And it's dedicated to all of the Anglicans in the Diocese of Calgary, which is larger than the city of Calgary itself, who died in the First World War. And there's 2 tablets which record them. There were a great number of names. There are also some tablets behind me in the baptistry, which are dedicated to members of the congregation who fell in the First World War. A particularly moving one, to me at least, is one to Bishop Pinkham, who was the first bishop of Calgary, to his son, who was killed in the First World War. And there are a variety of other memorials around the church, also for those who served in the Second World War.
The rood screen reads, "Their name liveth forevermore," and during the Sunday service in recognition of Remembrance Day, the names of Calgary's fallen soldiers are recited.
We always begin the service in silence with an act of remembrance, where the names of the war dead of not only this cathedral church, but of the Anglican Diocese of Calgary are read out. And as you can imagine, that's quite a long list, so it's usually a very moving experience just to hear such a huge number of names, and we realize just how devastating the conflict was.
The impact of the names resonating against the cathedral's 1905 walls reminds us of the great sacrifices made for our freedom.
We don't remember, of course, as they say, lest we forget. It's that whole idea that if we don't remember, we don't honor those who laid down their lives, who sacrificed themselves for a greater cause. It's like we want to always remember what they fought for and pledge every day in our own lives to try to make the world a better place. You can't pledge to make the world a better place if you don't remember what has happened in the past and what we want to avoid.
For Shaw TV, I'm Alana Nolan.